Well, live once again with another viewer game analysis. This one's going to be Entropy playing Thor. He goes 10, 6, and 8 in this 49-minute loss extravaganza. How do you think you played? I played okay. Felt like I lacked in damage. What aspects of the game did you struggle with? Positioning in fights, I think. What aspects of the game did you feel comfortable with? Farming. Alright, cool. Well, we'll try and get the whole game done. So what I'm going to try and do is go through the whole game. So I might skip some of the early game stuff and just skim over and try and get towards like the 20-minute mark, because it's one thing that I seem to see they end up doing a lot in these viewer game analysis replays, is that I focus so much in early game that I spend about half an hour on it and see enough mistakes for you to improve on, for you to be able to go into the next one. Wave cleared throughout the double tap, didn't find anything, rip the dream. Give respect to the legs, it's Changa, Fenrir. You got the first wave into tower, that's the main thing. Fenrir's left, are you going to leave? No, we're going to stay for one more wave. Fenrir did rotate earlier, which means you've stolen a wave off Bakasora. He's going to have a rougher lane, but he should be okay. You now leave, head over to your back harpies. You're going to go mid lane farm. You're going to get like 4 creeps there. Bit risky on the aggression there, honestly. Especially with Fenrir being there. I don't think you really had kill potential. Problem is that you took a lot of poke from that and you don't have a health potion left, so that poke's going to hurt you a lot. Be careful here. Oh my god, what are you doing? You should have died then. That was very, very risky. I know she just used a crush, but you could have died. Now you're going to have to base at 2 minutes 47, which means you're going to miss mid-harpies. Rip the dream of mid-harpies. You should lose both of these if their team is organised. Their team's not organised, so the good news is you might just lose one. Yeah, you're going to take that hold of one. That's lucky. That's luck more than anything else, honestly. You need to make sure you think about what you're doing in the early game. By you rotating that far, that going that deep on Scylla, it didn't pay off for you, and it ended up almost costing you. It should have costed you more than it did. Very careful against the Fenrir, who should be level 5 right now. Look at the gank on that side. Good wall. Nice position. He's not going to escape anywhere. Let's watch that back again, Entropy, and just see what you did exactly there. Up we go. Up we go. Down we go. Do we auto first? No, we missed the stun first. Wall. And just spin. Okay. That was not the plan, I think, to go through that portal, was it? Does he die anyway? He does die anyway, which is really good. Be careful of the portal position next time round. You could have thrown out an auto after the wall and then got into your spin, but it's okay to spin. Next time have your hammer ready to continue the chase. You could have definitely killed him. I think the portal messed you up more than anything else. The good thing is the team confirmed the kill, which is good. Red buff's coming up. Are you sharing this with Giannis? You should be sharing that with Giannis. Try and make sure he's available for it. Now you're at mana. They turn this around and win, I guess. Wow. Like, wow. That was way too close for comfort. That should not have been the case in that engagement at all. You dropped down the red buff, which is fine. Your speed buff has been up for a very long time, though, and you've also lost experience because the blue buff was taken by the solo laner. What you should be looking to do is make sure you get speed buff as soon as it comes back up, so you can keep it on constant cooldown and get your mobility. At the same time, is whenever you do the speed, you should be doing the blue. I know you're on that side of the map anyway, but in delaying it, you've technically lost yourself experience because you want to be making sure you get hold of that blue as well. We've got ultimate again, we're looking for a gank if we can find one. We're hanging around for mid camps at the same time here. Mid lane's pushed in, there's nothing really to gank. They're going to get the other ones where you're just chilling. You are literally just chilling on this side, and I'm not sure why. Are we just chilling? We're just going to chill all that time. Like, you know what cooldown the camps were on then, so I'm really confused why you stood here for so long. Let's just see what time it was. You got to the camp at, I'm going to say 6:11, because you were at the camp at 6:11, and you waited all that time, which ends up being like 20 seconds, 30 seconds? That's 20 seconds. Yeah, 22 seconds you had to waiting for nothing. I mean, you could have got aggressive on the right hand, on the other harpies if you wanted to. You did have a Giannis and a Geb. You could have tried to make something happen while the teammates engaged on that one, so that did not really work out. Ah, noticed I made a small mistake. Give me a second. There we go. Mistakes happen sometimes. But it's all fixed now. Just didn't have his own team up. Looking for your man on the other side. He's in because Artemis is in a lot of trouble. Good work from Gab. You turn up to the party. Confirm the kill. Now your whole team should have seen this gank coming in. They walked over a ward here. This ward should have given vision of what was going on. You sticking around to get the farm, I'm okay with, but the problem is that you should have seen Fenrir coming, so you should be trying to peel for Artemis. Again, you could have actually walled there to protect her a little bit, give her the stun, buy some time, potentially kill this Fenrir on this rotation over. It's not a huge thing, but just keep an eye on the map. Keep an eye on the minimap a little bit more. Don't overextend now, just back up. There's nothing reason to be here right now. There's some farming mid lane. Yeah, really good for this trade. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. 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 The juke boost, though. Uh-oh. That was a terribly placed brush. You get away, luckily. And survive. Gonna do back harpies with Hog. Yeah. Let's just pause for a second. Do a quick check-in with what's going on across the map. You're level 9, the enemy jungle is level 8 right now. Has beads online, you've been back to base and got beads too. Your iron build is pretty much identical at this point in the game. Even though you've got a small experience advantage. The experience advantage that you actually have there is down to that kill more than anything else, I believe. The 2 kills that you picked up is the only difference between you and the enemy jungler. That's why you've got a small experience advantage right now. I'd like you to see you buy some wards. You're sat on 427 gold. You're not buying health potions and mana potions. If you were buying both because you felt like you were staying out too long and you were getting picked or, taking too much damage, then I could understand you not having a ward. But if you're going to have an empty inventory slot when you come back, you should be buying a ward. At least one just to help control the goal fury. I mean, you could have even got a sentry ward here. You can see the duo lane is actually dominating right now. And with duo lane dominating, it means you've got an opportunity to go for the goal fury more often than not. If you had a sentry, you could have placed at the goal fury and allowed to make sure you had no vision. Gank it again on this side. Good wall. Nice autos. Nice use of autos. A lot of people don't seem to abuse Thor's autos enough. That was good use of it. Red buff is up on the other side of the map right now. Fenrir is going aggressive. Oh, don't ever hit a goal fury like that. I think you got away with it though. You did. Should be chasing more for that kill, but we should be looking for the harpies again. Imagine if we had a ward here, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool if we had a ward there? A ward there would be fantastic right now. Red buff's up. Go get the experience of Giannis quickly. Giannis experience. Oh, okay, he chose mid lane instead. I don't mind that too much, I guess. You're going to miss that one. Get left harpies. Or right harpies as we can see on the screen. See how you're constantly missing that blue buff now on that side of the map from Bakasura because of that because of the start that he did. He's going to keep taking his blue buff down. You've got mid harpies at the same spawn time as well now, which is kind of rough for you. What I want to see out of this game, you're currently in the lead as a whole team here, and you're in a great position as it stands in terms of what you've done so far for the team. I'd like to see some more focus on this Scylla mid lane now, and less onto the duo lane. Duo lane is pretty much won right now. If you check in with duo lane, we've got Artemis is 4-3-2. She might have died for but Cupid is 0-6 in this game. The matchup anyway is Cupid versus Artemis, so Artemis should win the matchup against Cupid. And if you look at what else is going on in the rest of the game, you need to check the other matchup. Scylla is 0-1. Scylla's going to, struggle early game against Giannis. Against anyone in mid lane, really. She can only really just farm and try and get herself going. She's not really going to be that big early, but you should be stomping her face as much as possible. Especially someone who buys multi-potions. Like, if someone's buying this many multi-potions, I want to burn through them on purpose, Just burn through them, make her waste the gold on them. And make her keep forcing her back to base. She's also got no boots as well, which is something that you could really abuse. I mean, all you have to do is dunk down, force her ultimate, then it can't be used in team fights, then look for gold furies if you needed to. At the same time, he's no mobility, so just having speed buff online is enough to just walk up to her and keep smacking her in the face. Got full beads as well, but we can still keep burning that. Across the way, I think Scylla's a big target for you right now, and I think Fenrir is still a target too. You should be looking to counter gank Fenrir's ganks without trying to go and do anything else now. I don't think you go dual lane. I'd be looking for Scylla, and I'd be looking for counter ganks on Fenrir as my focus. Bakasura in against Chungar in this game. You can see the boat is 1-1 for both of them right now. They're having pretty much even lane, but Chungar's got a gold lead right now. So you could potentially try and help out a little bit with this Bakasura on the Chungar. It won't do too much, but it will relieve some pressure with your kill lead at the moment, with your score at the moment. You should be able to do something. So as a friend, the vote started from their team, which means at this stage of the game, you can see you were in a good position. You were in control of this game, so much so that people were ready to surrender. Now, dropping this purple buff here, okay? The purple buff's been dropped, Giannis is in trouble. You had enough mana to get involved in the fight and support Giannis here. Instead, you dropped purple buff and took experience away from your duo laner. Why did you take experience away from your hunter? Your hunter in the end game is going to be important to you. You got yourself experience, you did drop the buff, but did you have to drop the buff here? Was there something else you could have been doing other than farming? In this one situation, if this was like your back harpies, I can understand it, but this was the duo laner's buff. The reason you're taking this buff really is because you keep losing the blue buff from solo lane because you went across to the other side of the map when the blue buff had spawned, and Bakasura took that one away himself consistently, so you're losing a little bit of experience in the jungle. You're trying to gain yourself experience. This back here, I can understand you've got Jotuns ready, but when you can see on the map that Giannis is in trouble, like Giannis is running through the jungle trying to survive right now. Even Geb knows this, and Geb turned up to this fight as well with low health. It's not the greatest situation, but you can help out in this engagement and force them back to get your teammate out. This could be a mistake. Honestly, I feel that you should be with the team. Let's find out what exactly happens in that engagement, as you recall as well. Giannis does die. Then you turn up to try and help out Geb. Now, could they have done Gold Fury there? Yeah, they could have. We get a ward! Woohoo! We get a ward! Happy day! Good ward. I'm glad you picked one up. We should be looking at around the Gold Fury sort of area. At least the rotations in from the mid lane to the Gold Fury. Pop over mid. Good job. Ward the Gold Fury. Good job. Artemis is in deep, and you're looking at duo lane again. No. This guy. You can see him just in the bottom of the map. Don't be looking there. You're looking here. You're looking here. You're looking there. Your wall connects. You shouldn't be spinning here. You should be looking to get out. Oh, you remember to double tap this? Nice. It worked out okay because they jumped on you, but you really should have just got on Fenrir then, because Ymir's not going to kill an Artemis 1v1 at her health. This dive, let's see. Good dive, good dive. Get out, get out. Oh, you didn't throw your hammer, okay. Could have thrown your hammer, but you had the shield up, so that's not too bad. This is a Gold Fury attempt now, it should be. Artemis should be coming for Gold Fury here as well. Giannis is available. Now, if Artemis does come... Oh, no one's going to come, are they? Giannis is coming. You're going to lose this Gold Fury, aren't you? You're all going to die to a Scylla. I can almost predict it. Or maybe not. Okay, Scylla doesn't come. Artemis should have been here already. But a good kill. Good work from you two. Artemis really should have been with the team then. But it's fine. It's fine. Mid Harpies. The other Harpies, you know, they're up in a second. Good wall. Other Harpies? No? Okay, back Harpies. Back to base. Lurking on Transcendence now, okay. Seems to be a lot of people are starting to build up Transcendence on the junglers now. Seeing it in the pro game, so you're doing it yourself. It's good damage. It's good mana regen as well. It also means that you can sell your bombers off, because one of the reasons you have bombers as long as you do is because of the fact that it gives you mana regen. It gives you 10 MP5, which is very, very strong. Picking up the Morningstar means you're getting 4 MP5 from it just at this rank. And then when you get Transcendence, you get a big mana pool anyway, plus the MP5 from it as well. So you can look at selling off your bombers earlier, which is about 500 gold, which can accelerate your build elsewhere, like get your Beats 3 online, get your Fist online, maybe Hog 3 if you need it. So I don't mind it too much. What did that tell you? I should have told you they got a ward here, but I can't see it myself. How did she know you were there? Did she just catch you on? Yeah, there is a ward here. Is that the way you walk round? No. She knows you're nearby because you're on a ward. That should tell you there's a ward in the area somewhere, which it told me straight away because I didn't even realise it either. So you know they've got a ward nearby? Good auto attack. Really nice auto attack before you did anything else. Nicely done. I'm glad you backed out of this. There's no reason for you to be in that close. Artemis chased for a kill that wasn't there because it was already dead. You start dropping purple here. Bit risky, but you should be able to do it because you've got ultimate and hammer to get out. Use your hog. Shame about the wall. Wait for the jump next time. You know Fenrir's going to jump in that situation. If you waited for the jump, you could have got him as he landed, double tapped him, spun in, finished him off. Good health, good mollies of minion wave in mid. Farm that up. Yeah. Put the tower pressure on now that that Scylla died. Your speed's up, Chunga's overextended. This is a free kill. I'm glad you finally turned up over here, but I feel like he's a little bit late. That should be death. Watch out for the waxing moon. Watch out for the waxing moon. Watch out for the waxing moon. Good beads. Good wall. Good job. Next time, don't take the kill. You tried to take the kill then. I don't think you needed to. You should have definitely given that one to Baka, just to put him further ahead in that lane. Drop the speed. Drop everything. Farm mid lane. So far, you've not really made that many mistakes. Apart from right at the start of the game, where you did that little engagement in mid lane that cost you pretty big, that could have really gone bad for you, because if you died there, it would have been a lot worse. You should have been punished with both mid-camp losses, but you weren't. And duo lane had a good matchup, which like you just abused and got yourself bigger because of it. Did the goal. You see, you're still hunting this Cupid, and I don't know why you're hunting Cupid still. What's Cupid's scoreline right now? I mean, Cupid's is 1-7. Like, do we really need to put the pressure on him? Let's check out the gold on their team. Chunga is the highest on the team. You did just gank her. Who's more important going to the later stages right now? Is Cupid anything right now? Nah. Yeah, he's nothing to worry about. This Scylla is my concern. Like a build, like she's getting Warlock Sash nearly stacked now. She's not been ganked that much. Fenrir's doing a good job too, considering the situation he's in. Like he's 1-1 and 3. He's behind on gold by a massive amount because of the fact that you've got 6 damn kills up against you, as well as the fact that you got the Gold Fury, just to mention that, and the tower as well. Actually, no, the towers are even because you got one on the other side. Hey. Oh, that double tap. Oh, no, she's gonna die, isn't she? She's gonna die. She's gonna die to Fenrir. She's gonna die to Fenrir. What are you doing? What are you gonna do? You wait for your wall? Wall that! I'd ult now. I'd ult now. I'd ult now. I probably would have just straight ulted. Oh, that shield was good. Ult, please, and just get out. Okay, you held your ult for way too long. Way. Do you hear that word way? I mean way. You held that ult way too long. I don't know why it rewound so far back. The engagement on Cupid wasn't amazing. He should have died, honestly. Artemis missed the attack at the same time as you ate, you know, the damage from that, which you shouldn't have done either. When Fenrir's coming in here, I know you've not got wall right now. You're waiting for your wall. We can see you waiting. You're looking for your wall to come up. It should be now. It should literally just be now. Wall, and that's all you can do to save her. Your hammer will be up in 2 or 3 seconds. Then what you can be doing is looking to jump to your hammer down the lane, jump to your hammer over the wall, jump to the hammer on the backside, because if they chase you, you can then ult out and leave. That's what you should probably looking to do here. They're sticking around and trying to hold onto your ultimate for no reason. It's just risky. Watch the pros when they play. When the pros play, they always consistently will use their ultimate to escape, even if it's a risk. If it's a risk factor, they're not scared to use this ultimate to escape. It's not the longest cooldown in the world at 90 seconds. Also, we're maxing this as well. Realize that by maxing this, the stun duration doesn't go up, the cooldown doesn't go down, the damage is the only thing that changes. Would it be better to max your Tectonic Rift, your wall, first? Would it be better? Well, let's look at it. What you currently got? You got 3 points in it, which is a 1.4 second stun. But it's not. It's 3 points in it, so it's a 1.2 second stun. Is it worth maxing it to get a bit of a longer stun duration on that before maxing this one? Or are we just going to go for the dunk damage? That's the question you got to ask yourself. 1.6 seconds, it's a little bit longer. That 0.2 can change the world. Should have been a wall the moment that Ymir blinked in, because stunning it would have still made sure that Fenrir couldn't do this brutalized jump that he managed to get to. Now you chase him to go aggressive on this one. I don't think you should have. At this moment in time, I would have ulted and not beads. You beads him, puts you in a worse position than just ulting. You take the ult, because obviously you ult, he's going to bite you, his ult goes on cooldown, his brutalize is down, they don't have anything to clean you up as you're going to the sky. You may just use freeze and his carpet too, brutalize is on cooldown like I just said, and his ultimate's on cooldown. You'll take like, how much damage will you take? I'm going to say like 200 max. Let's just check in. Check in with Fenrir. 275. You'll take 275 plus a bit of physical, so let's say 300 damage off your current HP bar, right? 300 damage you'd take, and you'd still be at just over 600. Instead you beads, and you try and hold on to it. You try jump into the hammer, which is fine. And you eat the Iron Monster as well. So they're on cooldown. Now why are we not ulting here as well? This is the next opportunity to ult. You're like, they're still chasing me, I've got everything on cooldown. I guess you feel like you couldn't get up in the air in time, so you tried to fight. I really think you just stuck around too long, honestly. The problem is that you gave the shutdown gold over to Fenrir. And when we look at the score right now, who died in that engagement? Giannis dies, Geb dies, you die, Artemis is also dead right now. You just swung that game with that engagement on a Cupid. On a Cupid that was already 1-7. Cupid was 1-7. This is what I was saying. You're not got to be careful about what you choose to do. And when you see this Gold Fury go down now, the gold swing is monumental. Actually, we'll watch it all the way back and I'll actually bring up everything to do with this one. Because that's actually really, really interested about the whole thing. Oh, how far back do I need to go? Where are you? There we are. Before the engagement. Stop. Let's bring it up. F3. Gold difference is 2,000 in your favour. Experience difference? Well, I'm not so sure yet. Check in a second. Experience difference. Just got to pop that there for now so you can see it. Experience difference 4,747. Yep. That's the situation right now before the engagement. 4.7 and 2k. Then the fight happens. Then the fight happens. Look at this slowly ticking back. I'm going to see the Gold Fury in a second because it's not over yet. Look at this. All that work you boys put in early game has gone. And now what's happened? And now what's happened? Pause. Experience lead. Not a lot, but it's an experience lead. Gold lead. That's the first time in a long time that you've not had the lead. And that was all down to the engagement. Over. Onto a Cupid that was 1-7. Sometimes brutally picking on somebody in a game that is behind is cool. It makes your stats look really good. But if you keep focusing on him and not worrying about the rest of the team, the other rest of the team come online eventually, catch back up, and then you're in a whole world of hurt. A whole world of hurt. So that's quite painful for you. Your team's now behind. Let's see how your team plays this one out now, and you individually. You respawn. Boom, boom, boom. Finished our Transcendence. Got 2 wards online. Gold Fury's now down. You should know mid-harpies are spawning soon. You're level 17. Who's a threat to you right now? Let's check in. Scylla is now 3-2-2. Has some penetration finished on that as well. Cupid just got a kill there. Fenrir is 2-1-4. Chunga is still fine in this lane. Still good on gold, but look at the gold on Scylla. 9,300. Where's Giannis? 8,100. What should this be telling you? What should this be telling you? Scylla is winning the lane matchup. Mid Harpy's good. Can we get the other ones too? Alright, drop red for him, that's fine. Double kill. Could anything have been done different? We got Harpies. Fenrir gets a kill on Armus who's overextended. Your speed buff's up right now. Why are we not dropping our speed? Are we looking for a fight? Now, you're looking for a fight here when you know Artemis has just died, right? But I think Cupid's dead too. Yeah, it's Cupid Artemis trade. Okay, this is not a bad call for a fight considering you know Fenrir's on the other side of the map, so it's not the worst decision to try and fight 4v3. You just gotta play the cooldowns correctly and look for the right sort of target, which should... Oh, your combo just skills too much. You eat a crush, then you eat a freeze, then you have to beat the freeze. Then Geb also ate the freeze, so Geb goes down. Could anything have been done differently then? I don't know. If you were on comms, you should have called who was going to be doing this stuff first. It was not a good fight for the team. Giannis now has to bravely run away. He's probably going to die too. Is that a fire giant? It potentially is a fire giant. Would I buy Hog 3 here? I would consider buying Hog 3. Just in case they go for it. Giannis does die. They're going to push mid and get a tier 1 tower. You're now going to do your speed buff. Could you have defended mid anyway? No. Can you defend this tower? Yes, you can. You should be ulting in on this now. The reason I'm saying ult in on this now is because there's not much of a minion wave here. You dunk them. Oh, there is a full minion wave on the line. But you dunk them here in this situation. You've got Artemis coming back with the boar and Geb with shields. If you dunk into this situation, you're releasing the pressure off your tower. And getting some control back again. Hopefully you do choose to do this. You've got to do this now. If you're going to do it, you've got to do this now. If you're going to do it, you've got to do this now. Why are we not using the ultimate there? Why are we not using the ultimate? The ultimate should be used here. You should be trying to pin them in with a wall. You should dunk onto all 3 of them. You've got it at rank 4 now, which means you're doing 300 damage to all 3 targets. They're grouped up enough. Plus you're stunning them, which means it'll force out beads and things like that on the targets as well. Instead you use the wall, which does okay work. The jump to the hammer was not the best position, unfortunately, so you don't get any more follow-up. And you lose the tower. You could have dunked in earlier, you would have saved the tower. And you could have tried to turn the aggression around again. What up, gold? That's cool. Pleased with that. Be careful about this engagement. You've not got much vision of where everybody else is in the team. Good double tap though. I'm not sure if the game's thrown yet. I mean, the problem is right now is you just lost your tier 2 tower in mid lane. The whole fight and this whole reason you guys are behind is because of that engagement on Cupid on the right where you overextended, didn't get the kill. They turned it around and picked you all up. But right now, I mean, the gold deficit is about 4,000 on the screen right now. You're not out of this game, but you need to start trying to abuse the situation. The issue is that Giannis is quite far behind. You've not been focusing the right targets, honestly, as I keep saying over and over again, and now Scylla is 6-2-2. I could see where this game was going to go if it was going to be a loss, was based off that Scylla not being focused at all, and she pretty much had free farm in mid. Your team's looking to fight, and I don't think you should be. You should be looking to make them go into a bad position, because it's your team that's been going in the bad positions all the time. It seems that you want to keep fighting and trying to get double taps off people and poke them, but that amount of poke is not going to be enough just yet. Harpies come up, we drop Harpies, okay. Blue buff should be coming up soon. Should be looking for the blue buff here. Drop the blue. Drop the blue. Yeah, cool. Hat with the blue. We're going to have a dance around a fire giant.
Get out of
Now, let's talk about compositions right now. This is the moment of the game where I said I was trying to get to for the mid game, and talk about what went on, because you said your position in team fights is you felt like you struggled with it. I feel like you don't use your ultimate enough right now. In team fights, there's 2 engagers on your team. Okay, there's you and there's Geb. They're technically Bakasura can engage 2, But with Bakasura engaging, it is a bit more risky, I'd say, than you engaging, especially now that you've got beads 3. If you can see an opportunity for somebody coming in or coming out of position, what you should be doing is ulting in. You ult in, you spin to win, you drop the wall, you jump out with your hammer. If you do get CC'd up, Geb's there with a shield. Geb will be following you in with a cataclysm as they try and group up to kill you. Then Bakasura's coming in at the same time. Giannis is doing damage on the backside, and then at the same time, Artemis should be doing damage from the rear and has Boar to follow up with all that engagement that just went on. But you should be looking to initiate, and I want to keep an eye on you now to see if you actually do initiate at some point in this game. You try to bait him into a fight. See, that's all I seem to see from you is just the wall one combo, which is fine. But we should be looking to try and pick somebody who's out of position. Now, right now, with how the setup is, Chang'e's technically out of position away from the rest of the team. Giannis is here. You've got Bakasura on this side of the map as well. Geb and Artemis are in an okay position to follow in if they need to, but at the same time, they can zone out this goof troop of enemies that are here. You've got good wall coverage to see the rotation in. Can you burst Chang'e down with 2 to 3 targets? If you go up, if you start spamming attack that lane, attack, what lane it will be to you? Left lane, isn't it? Attack left lane. Giannis will go aggressive. Bakasura will rotate with you when you go into the sky. You should be able to get a pick there. Should be a pickable opportunity. Instead, it looks like you're going to fight elsewhere. Now, this is the first time I've seen you ult. I'm pleased you've ulted. I guess we're looking... Let's see what you're thinking about here. We're looking for the mid laner. We're looking for Scylla. I agree with this. Cupid's not even here. You don't know where Cupid is, though, which is a bit of a risk, but I think we should definitely be looking for Scylla here. Or if Artemis is going to chase on, maybe zone these two bad boys out. Alright, blinking from Ymir. When I'm sitting in the air, I'm seeing this. I'm doing this in slow-mo too, but I should be thinking about Scylla right now. We go on Fenrir around the back. Okay, I'm okay with that call. I'm okay with that call. It's not a bad call. You cut off the reinforcements. You did good damage to Fenrir too. Problem is everyone's on cooldown now. We can turn this out. This is a good fight. This is a really good fight for us. Use the autos if you have to. Don't group up too much. Scylla, Scylla, Scylla. Good wall. Good double tap. Awesome. This was good. Cupid does turn up to the party. No! The risk of the... Ah, yeah. What's this? What's this? What's this? Where's the other one? Where are you? Where are you, wards? I swear you had another ward around here too. There you are. What's this? What's this? What's this ship here for, man? Why is there a ship? Hi, ship. Do you do anything? Do you do anything of use? I know you're involved in the engagement, Entropy. I know you're involved in the engagement. There's a freaking cactus here. And he's not here just because he looks awesome, okay? He's here to give you vision. You legitimately just walked through a portal knowing she was on the other side. Oh, bro. 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 I'm pleased you used the portal. I'll be honest, people using the portal is good. But then when we're here, all we see is this one portal. Why are we not looking at the one behind us too? There was 2 portals here. If you're worried about escaping from this situation, you should be. But I wouldn't necessarily go for that portal. The one behind you. Obviously, here at the moment, you're like, oh, I can use that portal. Oh shit. Rip the dream. That's exactly what happened. Rip the dream. That's unfortunate. Let's see how the rest of the fight breaks up. Now, you all dived in. We'll watch it from above. We'll watch it from above. I'm okay with what you did apart from your death. The problem is you're committing a lot to Ymir. Scylla goes down too. Fenrir survives. And then Cupid rotates in. And finally, Giannis turns up. I don't know what happens to Giannis. Did he just insta-die or something? Like, this is every bit for Giannis. No, Giannis, no, Giannis, no. Back is in too deep, tanking tower shots. Chang'e turns up, starts destroying people. Yeah, it's just not pretty. It's just not pretty. I don't want to work anymore. They're going to do gold off that as well. The engagement was good. I don't think you did anything wrong on the engagement, honestly. I think the engagement decision from you was right. You had the opportunity. I like the target that you chose as well on the engagement. Fenrir coming in. You half-healthed him and caused a lot of issues for him, but the problem is he didn't die. And he still did a lot in the fight and survived, which is just brutal. It was a good engagement for the most part. We're looking to engage again. Let's watch that one back. Watch that back. Watch that back. I see the engagement. I'm not sure who makes the call. I know Through Space and Time gets fired here because you hear it. Drop the buff. Space and Time comes out. Slow it down. Right. Where's our target now? What's your target in your head? Priorities, priorities, priorities. Let's see what you can see first of all, because there's also a limit to what you can reach. There's no ward. There's no ward. All you can see is Chunga and Ymir. You don't know where anybody else is. I'm looking at Chunga. I'm looking at Chunga. We've got beads online. Definitely looking for Chunga on this one. There's nothing else I would rather be hitting than Chunga. I know you can reach it from there as well. So, it should be Chunga. Should be Chunga. We're doing it super slow here. Super slow. Oh, 3-man! Right, the moment you land, what should change? Boom. Tab. What should you know about this game right now? 6 and 3. Chunga, 2, 2 and 3. What should you do? Answers on a postcard, please. You're in this situation. You've hit all 3. You've got a Scylla, you've got a Chunga, and you've got Ymir. The bad news is, as you were falling from the sky, your teammates were doing the harpies, because the engagement is not going to go well already. Well, poop de whoop. What should you be looking to do here? Do you spin to win? A. Do you wall? B. Do you throw your hammer out and run to the hills? What do you do? It's not an easy decision in a point of a second to really choose what you're going to plan to do. Honestly, I'd pick one target, Chunga and Scylla, and I'd try and bring them down. And the moment I've used my landing, my auto, my wall, my auto, my spin, if there is still an issue with survival, I would be beading and throwing my hammer and be like, peace! I'm done. I'm done. Get me out of here. That's what I'd probably do in this situation. It's a great dunk. It's a great dunk. You've just got no follow-up right now. Hopefully the dream is Get Blinks in now. This is the dream. This is the dream that Get Blinks in, but he might be in combat with harpies. He's going for Chunga, which is fine. Did you throw the auto out? Oh, you missed the auto, which doesn't help. Oh, she immunes! Oh, no. Throws the hammer. What's going on the backside? Oh, they're still doing the... Oh, okay. Okay, this is really slow, though. Beads, 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 beads. One. Oh, you don't got one anymore because you used your hammer? Use the pole, 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 the pole. No! Goodbye, sweet prince! Okay. Watch that back one more time. This time in fast motion. In real speed, okay? Because that was all in slow-mo of seeing what was going on. Well, let's do it in actual what the time was. This is the time frame that you saw all that go down. Da 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 da. Hiya! 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 Oh shit! Oh shit! Bollocks! That's generally how it really went down. That was actual speed of that engagement. But we'll watch it one more time. Because there was one issue in the engagement. I don't mind what went wrong here. You engaged, you didn't get any follow-up from your team, that's fine. But the difference was this decision. You ready? That there, throwing your one out was the mistake. That there, throwing your one out was the mistake. You are not going 100 to 0 in this situation, I don't think, unless your team follows in. You put your hammer on cooldown. Putting your hammer on cooldown means you have no escape. When you beads from hammer, just so you know, hammer's 12 seconds. You should know this as a Thor player as well. 12 seconds. This only gives you cooldown reduction by 3 seconds. It still means that even if you beads, you're still going to have to wait an additional 9 seconds for your hammer to be available one more time. This was the mistake you made in the engagement, and this is what you should have thought about before you went into this one. What should have happened is dunk, auto, wall, spin. That should have been the game plan. In the end, you use the hammer and the spin, going for everything. You get rooted and stunned, probably by Fenrir at the same time. Then you're going to be using beads. And if you use beads and then one away, that should have been the whole plan. You did what you had to, you did what you could, and that should have been it. The next thing is there was a portal there. For some reason, I guess you had an aversion to this portal because of what happened last time you went through one. I can understand that too. We all get phobias based off what goes wrong elsewhere. It's kind of cool. You know, we all get a phobia when things go wrong, and maybe you got a phobia of portals now. I hope not. But if you walked through the portal, you would have lived. Just so you know. Walk through that portal, you would have lived, and you would have got through that portal. Shame you don't. In the end, you die. You get set Scylla up for the kill. 1, 2, and what we call that in that situation is we call that GG. We call that F6 at 10, or in this case, 26 minutes in. The other thing to note about the whole engagement, you didn't have Artemis with you. The decision to engage was risky based off Artemis not even being there, but Cupid was dead. Was he? Was he? Where's Cupes? Cupes is just chilling. I guess he's dead. The engagement was okay. I think you need to call it better on the VGS. Spam it. Attack, 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 attack. So they realised what was going on. You set up a really good dunk, but your teammates didn't follow you in. And some of that's down to your own communication, not your teammates following you in. Take into account that in real speed, it goes off very, very, very quickly. The whole engagement goes off very, very quickly. And with that, I'm going to stop there, Entropy, because that is where the game froze. It was at this moment your team threw the game. I'm pretty certain. I'll just fast forward and watch him do Fire Giant. Oh my god. How to miss the hero! Not hero enough because they're still going to do fire. On the fire reset, the hero is Artemis. But that engagement alone is enough for me to end there on that one. Call your comms a little bit better. Use your skills on Thor wiser. You know if you're going to go into 4 or 5 people, you need to have your hammer to escape. If you're going to use your ultimate to dunk in, how are you going to get back out again? You basically committed suicide by throwing out your hammer in the engagement. Your focus in the game, you over-focused Cupid. Over-focused Cupid. You let other people get big and strong for free. Scylla is online and she's an issue. Chunga, you ganked once, which was okay. I don't mind you ganking Chunga only once, maybe twice at a push. Cupid was over-farmed. In terms of like overfarmed by you guys trying to get kills on him. So your scoreline looks better than it actually was. If you notice that you don't get as much gold for somebody if they consistently die, right? So you're not actually getting much out of him by constantly killing him over and over again. Instead, you should have focused on mid lane more, tried to counter gank a little bit more from Fenrir, but Fenrir didn't really gank, he kind of counter ganked every time you ganked, more than anything else. And that's why Fenrir's done okay this game, because he's just been in counter gank situations every single time you went aggressive, and most of the time, that's been in the duo lane. Mainly been in the duo lane is the issue. But focus on Scylla. Always look at your lane matchups, guys, okay? Always look at the lane matchups and learn what you to expect in it. Artemis versus Cupid. Who's going to win that matchup? Well, it should be Artemis. Giannis versus Scylla. What should happen there? Giannis should be fine. He shouldn't have issues. But when the late game comes, who's a nasty person to have in the mid lane to deal with? Scylla. Should you focus Scylla earlier on? Yes, to delay it even longer to hit in that late game. Fenrir in the jungle, what's he going to do? Well, he can put pressure on the map, but you can counter gank that. Chunga versus Bakasura. In the early stages, Chunga can really destroy a Baka. Baka just can only farm and he'll lose some gold to the tower, which means he'll be behind early on and will have to try and play catch up going into the mid game. So you have to think about the matchups and go, what can I do in these matchups? Who should be priority of where I gank and where I kill? Yeah. Good luck, Entropy, going into your next game. It wasn't a bad game from you, because we're starting to get you in Plat 1, you in the echelon of like going up to the Diamond now. You've just got to work on 1 or 2 more little nuances of your play, and you'll improve a lot more.